The Nokia X6. If you found the Nokia 6 2018 a bit too boring and the Nokia 7 Plus a bit too expensive, then this might be the right phone for you. HMD Global finally seems to have nailed the mix on this one. The X6 has a 19:9 display, dual cameras, glass build, and yes, even the controversial notch. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and this video is gonna be all you need to know about the Nokia X6. Before we get to it, here's a card to our latest giveaway, and I'll also be leaving a link to it in the description below. And while you're down there, make sure you hit that bell icon so that you get notified every time a new video goes live here on C4E Tech. Let's now get started. Now, yeah, I know the X6 was launched on Wednesday in an event at China and we are late with the coverage, but guys, I'm shooting this from London. I'm doing this in between the Honor 10 and the OnePlus 6, the Star Wars, the Avengers edition and all that. So my apologies for the delay. In the future, if or when I travel, I'll try to make sure that the delay is a lot lesser, but this time, first time, cut me some slack. So apologies. Now moving on, this one has an all glass back. The design though remains familiar. It reminds me a lot of the Nokia 6, especially with that camera hump to the back. The X6 houses the dual camera and a flash here. Just below that we have a fingerprint sensor. The rest of the device is left quite clean. The glass build catches the light quite beautifully and the accented edges add a bit of stylistic flair. The front though is where the big changes lie. We have a 5.8-inch Full HD Plus display in here. The aspect ratio is 19:9 as this happens to be HMD Global's first attempt with a notch. The notch itself is quite small and Nokia have managed to keep the bezels down to the bare minimum. As far as protection goes, we have Gorilla Glass 3 wrapping around the front. Internally, Nokia has bumped the specs up from a Snapdragon 630 to a 636. Now we've seen this beast of a chip before on the Redmi Note 5 Pro and even the Zenfone Max Pro. So we do expect it to perform well on the Nokia X6, especially given that the software here is stock Android. This is gonna be part of the Android One program like pretty much every other Nokia phone launched in recent memory. So this in theory means the X6 should be one of the first phones to get Android P. And talking about Android P, if you want to know more about the top features it brings with it, here's a card to our video. Now let's wrap up specs. You get 4 or 6 gigs of RAM to go along with 32 and 64 gigs of storage. If you find that a little too less, then of course there's support for memory expansion via micro SD. On the battery front, we've got a 3060 mAh battery backing all this up. This did sound a little less to me and I thought maybe it's because the phone's really sleek, but the 7 Plus also happens to be sleek and it has a 3800 mAh battery. That said, on the plus side, we have USB Type-C with Quick Charge 3.0 on board. This means you should be able to go from 0 to 50 in about 30 minutes. Moving on to the back of the device, we have 2 rear cameras. Now this is not a wide angle and telephoto combo like we've seen on the 7 Plus and 8 Sirocco. This one is a primary 16 megapixel shooter with 1 micron sized pixels and an f2.0 aperture. The secondary camera is a 5 megapixel monochrome unit with slightly larger 1.2 micron sized pixels but a narrower f2.2 aperture. As far as selfies go, we've got a 16 megapixel selfie snapper on the X6, and of course since this is 2018 we have AI in the camera software. And with that you can take portrait mode shots and even mimic stage lighting. We also have AI enabled face unlock here. Now all this is quite standard for 2018. So what's with the hype for the Nokia X6? Well, that comes down to one thing, and that's price. In China, the Nokia X6 starts at 1299 yuan, that's about 13,500 Indian rupees or $200 US. Now when the Nokia 6 2018 launched in China, it started at 1499 yuan. HMD Global brought it to India for about 17,000 rupees, a 1,000 rupee price hike. So this is what the hype's about, right? So based on that track record on the current exchange rates, if this one does come to India, it could come anywhere between 13,500 to 14,500 Indian rupees. With a notch and with the HMD Global or rather Nokia branding on it and a 636 to boot, this might be a great offering from HMD Global if it does deliver. So that is where the X6 kind of has the hype. Everybody is interested in it and that is why you probably should be interested in it. But are you? Let us know in the comments below. The Redmi Note 5 Pro, the Zenfone Max Pro, now these are the possible competitors, or even the Realme 1. Which of these 4 phones do you prefer? Here's a card. Let us know. So I guess that's it for this video. It is time I bid you adieu. If you hated it, you know what to do. But if you did like it, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up. If you're okay with this setup, you're not gonna see it again. This is the hotel room I'm staying at. So again, let me know in the comments below. And I guess that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Okay, yeah, if you heard that, if you know somebody who smiles every time they hear it, someone like me, I really like that tone, well, share this video with them, share this video with anybody who that likes Nokia. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next, did I say like, dislike? I did. Subscribe, turn on notifications in case I forgot. Do all that. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye bye.